Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the Stop channel, and welcome back to FS19 and the Ricciville map. Yes, indeed. I'm just out here at the dairy, actually. So I've noticed a little bit of an issue. What are we doing here? Oh, that is the end one. Okay. I thought I was lined up in front of the salt one and needed to go over one. I don't. Alright, good enough. Anyways, I'm noticing a little bit of an issue. It's harder to get coal. Oops, I pulled too far, haven't I? Yeah. Obviously, I'm still getting coal. I've got a full trailer full here. But what I mean by that is you sort of gotta run at the pile 3 or 4 times and push part way up the hill, etc. It seems like it's in layers, and once you use up that kind of lower edge, then there we go, beautiful. Then we start to run into issues. So I'm thinking maybe that in fact, conveyors are going to be the way to go forward with the extracting from the mine stuff at any rate. So, and yeah, you can see how these are layered, right? You get that bottom layer, there's another one, and then there's the top, and you can kind of see that that as well is split into layers. You can see there and there. But basically, once you push this layer up to here, this becomes more or less a slope, and you pick up next to nothing. So yeah, I'm thinking it may well behooves me to grab a couple of conveyors. Now, hopefully, I don't remember, it seems to me that the only way to get stuff from the actual off of the ground required 2 conveyors. I'm hoping that's not the case. But you can see what I mean here. This layer here, well, I've effectively dug it all up over here. Right? Now, I could continue to dig around the edge and get easy buckets, but I'd get further and further away. But as for here, I'll get this amount, and then the rest of this will just level off into a slope. I actually climbed up on top and tried to push a bunch down. Easier said than done. I think you'd need something other than the bucket. You'd need like the silage pusher or the snow plow or something. But yeah, I'm starting to, like I said, think that maybe what we need to do is, in fact, that's quite the coal pattern in the ground. The huge chunks of coal. Check out the conveyor setups for this sort of thing. So, yeah, let's have a little look-ski, shall we? These I haven't used belt systems. I'm going to say I haven't used them in so long. Alright. This belt from the ground and load it onto the next conveyor. Okay, that's not what I want. And this is that next conveyor, right? Right. One belt to another. And that guy only does sugar beets or potatoes. Ah, darn. So we'd need 2, yeah, we'd need one of these and one of these. Wow. Well, that's not going to do it. I'll have to look around and see if there is a one-piece mod that will actually do that. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, why there isn't one that you can simply stick it up against something and have it load into a trailer. I would think that would be the, whoa, we ever get a bad shimmy in the front end, what the heck have I done to my poor truck? Now, if we go past this coal field, we're going to find the And the final mineral that I need here for the dairy. This. A little bit of salt. At least I'm assuming this is salt, judging by its absolute whitiness. So, let's go grab our loader. There we go. So I guess it's officially kind of end of summerish now, eh? We've Labor Day has come and gone, which kind of signifies the end of the summer holiday camping season in this part of the world. I mean, not that we're not going to have some probably fairly extraordinary weather for at least another month. That's really cool. You see where the coal was actually cut out of the mountains. Eh? I like it. Little details. Not sure how this little clump of salt got here, but that's okay. We've got our massive iron field. This one should be easy to load because it's really, really low. I don't think we'll run into that issue, at least not right off. Yeah, here's where I first experimented with these things and I actually came up on the top to dig at it. It's kind of neat. That is empty. Yes, indeed. Awesome. Alright, let's go get a load of salt. Yeah, I know. You could take the commentary from 2 or 3 of my videos and have enough salt to fill the truck. Yeah, back off, people. Yeah, I got to make an appointment today to go down and see a local advocate and find out if my disability pension is going to help me pay for what can only be a very expensive trip down to the city. So that's the one drawback in living in such a beautiful place that I do. We are right good isolated, man. Like, we're not kidding around. There's no road in and out of here. You know, if you're figuring you can get here by car, well, in fact, you can't. At some point, you're going to have to take your car on a boat. And yeah, that's what makes all the difference, is we are a rather expensive ferry ride away all the time. So see how easily that got picked up? And see how the top layers kind of collapse towards it? That seems to be the issue. Because once those hit basically what looks like a ramp, your bucket won't pick up anymore. So, now I'm sure that's probably, I mean, I have dug up, gravel pits and such. In other words, I've operated a fair few front-end loaders, you know, and whether it's a... In fact, salt is one of the things that I have run with these. The very rare time that we would... get absolutely horrible weather when I was working in the mill up at the north end of the island, and it would reach a point where we were well below freezing for a few days. Well, a lot of things in big mills and such are moved around on rubber conveyor belts. Well, rubber has an issue in the cold. The colder it gets, the harder and slipperier rubber becomes, to the point where when you try and run wood chips up to silos and places like that, they would simply slide back down the belts until they finally would plug up the drive wheels that made the belts run. So what we would have to do was use an animal, in fact very similar to this. I used what's called a D9 cat for that particular job. And once they dug the belts out, I would come along and start doing that, very slowly trickling salt on the belt, and it would run up, and eventually the heat from the drive cylinder for the belt would warm the salt enough to allow it to stick a little bit to the belts, and then they would become soft and sticky again, and then you could start loading wood chips back on them, which we would start with, again, the loader, so that it wouldn't get too much of a load from the belt before it, and then we'd turn the rest of the belt systems on and let them catch up. So I have actually driven a few of these. And no, sometimes when you're going to pick piles up, they don't work quite the way you'd like them to. See, already I'm running into that. And yeah, that's certainly a good enough position for loading as we see if we move over to one of these layers. So, not a problem. And yeah, you can fool around with the angle of your bucket and get a little bit more, but you eventually reach that point, like I said. And I ran into it with the coal. Now the coal is a little bit higher, and it did have, oops, we're going down, Billy. I have done that many times in front-end loaders, from little tiny ones to the big D9 cats. And there's also the other one where if you can get the load almost right above the cabin. Now this particular one doesn't have a high enough lift to do it, but the cats, those bars will come up darn near to the windshield, which will put the bucket really high, and if you did that and then rocked forward, you could actually stand on your back wheels and drive around doing wheelies, which was always impressive. And you never wanted to get caught, of course, because it was your job, right? Not to do wheelies, but to handle the gear sensibly. Yeah, no, I don't think it's some flaw with the way this stuff is set up. I just think it's, you know, kind of the way things work as this becomes more and more difficult, because if you don't have the straight-out grunt to drive right into the pile, and a lot of times you don't. I mean, even a D9 cat has issues when you're trying to drive it into a pile of absolutely frozen wood chips, which was not uncommon. You know, the kind of thing where you could not break it up with a shovel or a pick. So, yeah. You had to get kind of creative sometimes. Of course, things didn't quite work the same way, right? Like here, I can't actually push things with this shovel. You know what I mean? You can until it's full, and then it no longer moves anything. And that's the big difference, right? In reality, a full shovel would just keep pushing things around. This doesn't, so. But anyway, enough of me yammering. And that's nothing to do with the map or anything else. That's just the way oh no. I'm standing here on a giant flat of crushed salt and it's raining. Help, I'm sinking. Get the heck out of here while the getting the heck out is good. Yes, indeed. Yeah, as I was saying, we live in a very isolated spot. So I need to actually take 2 different boats to get from here to Vancouver. Vancouver is 90 miles away. It takes you about, let's see, 6 hours, I think? Yeah, each way. So yeah, 12 hours to do a 180-mile round trip. And that's only if whatever appointment you have is convenient enough that you actually have time to get there after leaving here. Otherwise, you have to leave here the day before, and then it becomes at least a couple of days effort. So, yeah, and when you're looking at, whoa, you started losing her there. The truck's a little bit tippy. Yeah, it's at least a couple $100 trip. So, and like I say, a day or two. Kind of sucks. So I'm gonna go down and see if there's not something under my medical that will help at least cover the costs of part of it, especially if we do have to stay there overnight, because hotels ain't cheap these days. Alright. And there's ingredient 2. We now have salt. Okay, so we need milk, and we need boxes. Boxes. Ah. So let's shut you off. You will still close, won't you? I know without power that wouldn't work in real life. You'd just sit there like that till you fell over. Ah, good stuff. Alright, so boxes. I spawned some wood earlier just to make sure that... Oh, did I actually turn it on, though? It wouldn't turn on because it had no wood, and I think I went and brought wood and then didn't turn it on anyway. Darn. Yes. There we go. Let's make some rings, let's make some nails. I don't think I need either of those for pallets, mind you. Or boards, I mean. Or boxes. Good lord. Boxes, I think, are the very last plant down here. Because this guy is for pallets. And he's just waiting for nails. I might actually have some now. Coming to thinking of it. Alright, that's barrels, so that should make this boxes. Okay, pallets. Boards. Alright, so that's all we're gonna need, is pallets and boards. So I need to move some nails. I think we have enough to make a pallet of nails. Or a pallet of nails so we can, make pallets. God, this thing chews through lumber. I just dropped another 2 pallets of lumber. And I've got 1,200 liters left. So it took 800 liters of boards to produce 533 liters of nails. Okay. Seems a bit steep, but what do I know about making nails? Alright. Okay. Now, is there anything else this needs? Well, I mean, besides milk. Oh, boxes, that was it. That's why we're doing this. I'm gonna get some pallets going. Here, I might as well take a load of boards. Whoop, 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 whoop. Learn to drive, fella. Oh boy. Let's get these down into position. And the height's about perfect. Let's get inside here. Do this like a man. Just we need these for a fair bit of the production, so I don't mind at all throwing a big chunk of boards on there. Alright. Now... grab some nails. So I take it the nails are 2,000 liters a piece, are they? Oh, only 1,000. Okay, so I could have actually spawned four pallets. Alright. And off to the box factory. Or actually, pallet factory. Sorry, not the box factory. We need pallets to make boxes. Okay, that's boards. That's fuel. Rings. Oh, that's the barrel factory. That's why. That's boards. Boxes. Where the heck's my pallet factory? What? Here we go. Okay. Now, so you've got coal. You've got boards. Yeah, you get everything you need there, Zippy Zane. Let's get your rocket. So, pallets. Oh, it is active. Excellent. So you're going to start producing pallets? You could use more lumber, you tell me. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's go grab you another palette of boards. Perfect. So once this guy gets his kit together, we should be, good to go to move on to the next step, which of course will be boxes. So, yeah. Alright. So, we want a pallet of boards, eh? Boom, 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 boom. Good stuff. Awesome. Yep. Oh, lovely summer day. Good Lord. Alright. Just want to run on to the farm here, have a quick check, make sure all our critters are okie dokie. Hello there, piggies. Let's have a look at how you're doing, shall we? Animals. Alright. Age 0.0 years. Okie dokie. Here. Oh, you. Oh. I guess they're breeding. Oh, next animal. You're about to have an egg, are you? Okay, it seems so far 0.7 years is about the oldest. Now, like I said, what I understand, I mean, I always thought hens lived like 15 years. Okay, the sheep are into the 1 point something year range. Eh? 1 point. Okay, they're all that age, apparently. All the sheep are the same age. The pigs are all 1.2 years. Okay. Ooh. And they're starting to run low, aren't they? Water and straw. Okay. Chickens are good? More or less, eh? Alright, let's get all the way down to our coos. Echo. Muh. I like these pigs, they're so cool. Oh my. Alright. Well, that's no good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Dang. Dango, man. We've been eating TMR now. Do I have to turn this thing on to get stuff out of it? I shouldn't have to. Should I? Apparently. Alright. Far enough. Can I get to it? Yes. There we go. And start a woo, man. Boom. Quick 15K. Love that. Alright. Ah, brilliant. The wipers are going. They don't do anything, but then again, water doesn't actually hit your windows, so... Yeah, no, they're doing what they need to do. Not much is clear. I'm coming, me merry cows. I'm a-coming. Alright. Now... let's get this in here. Right. Yeah, these mirrors don't work worth a darn. No, they don't. They're just there because they look really cool. There we are. Okay, now we should be good. Alright, we just need some silage and we need some straw. Oh. Really? Okay. I didn't expect that. That's alright. We can put this in the silo, pick ourselves up a bit of silage, a couple of bales of straw, they'll be good to go. Yeah. Not quite as much room back here as I thought. Nah, it's okay. There we go. Alright, let's go grab a load of silage. Something pretty quick here, I'll end the episode. And I'll drag the straw over there. We'll just go collect a bit of silage here. So remember, if you liked the episode, please don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It really helps out. Leave lots of comments. Always enjoy having a chat with you fine folk. And, whoa, Nelly, slow your roll. Till next time, though, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks. Under there. And ciao for now.